What did you just say?
What are you right now sitting out here doing?
I'm minding my own business. What are you doing?
I don't think you are minding your own business.
Okay, what do you think I'm doing?
I'm not really sure, but I'll figure it out.
In another episode of Not Minding Your Own Damn Business.
Okay, you figure it out. I'm probably where I live.
Yeah, I live here too.
Okay, so I'm probably at my house where I live.
Okey-dokey.
Got it. You feel good? Did you do what you needed to do?
What the are you doing right now?
I'm standing outside my house. You're standing outside of my house.
Why are you standing outside of your house doing what you're doing?
I don't think that's any of your concern, what I'm doing.
Well, you're doing something.
Why don't you go back to your house, and I'll be at my house.
You sound like an idiot.
It seems likely this woman cannot wrap her head around this man living in this neighborhood.
You walked over from your house, standing in front of me at my house,
Yeah, I
trying
did.
to tell me I'm an idiot?
Absolutely, I did.
Okay, good job.
So what are you doing?
I think I'm doing none of your business. Bye. And that's where she came from. It's called being black, folks. She can't get out of the gate. She's like, she can't get out of the gate.
It seems as though she may not live in the area where she confronted this man.
Oh God, you can't get out of the gate.
And finally, she departs.
Are you a grown adult?
Yeah.
And people are doing things you don't like?
Yeah.
Introducing Minding Your Own Business.
What's that?
Minding your own business is an interesting concept where you worry about yourself and let other people do what's best for them.
How does it work?
It's simple. Ask yourself if someone's personal decision affects you or anyone else. If it doesn't, shut the f*** up and mind your own business.
Miller, per Atlanta Black Star, is a black filmmaker who was with his two children at the time of the incident. They were, per the outlet, followed by a white woman back to their home in a gated community. The woman grilled the man outside his own home and was shamefaced when she discovered the man she was questioning about his whereabouts owned the home. Miller wrote on his own Twitter, "Just walking home from the park with my two kids, 13 and 5, and this lady followed me to my house and racially profiled me and harassed me outside of my own house." He discovered her employer, which is Change Healthcare, and added them. When someone asked, "Are you okay?" Miller replied, "Just living in America. Legit just took the kids to the park to hunt for Pokemon. Then tried to go to my own effing home. That's it." As the family started their way back to their gated townhouse complex in Victoria Park, Lisa Miller approached them and asked what Miller was doing. Despite seemingly not living there herself, Miller claims Smith racially profiled him and his children and harassed them. Miller would update his followers, "I just got off the phone with Change HC. Actually, they hung up on us. They didn't want the call recorded, didn't apologize, just asked me what led up to this, when all that led up to this, the racism of Lisa Smith. They were never planning on doing anything." As the conversation wanes down, Smith sees that she is playing a losing game, especially when she realizes that she will probably be Karen of the week. She storms off to exit the gated community. Miller continues to film, never expecting the little bit of comic relief to the intense exchange. The general manager of C&I Studios, who has close ties to Miller, wrote, "Tonight my brother, Joshua Miller, and his kids were followed home by a Change HC employee on foot from a local park. Her name is Lisa Smith. She lives outside his gated community. She followed him through the gate to stand outside of his house and ask, 'What are you doing?' Watch at the end how she can't even exit the gated area because she didn't know how. Takes her over a minute just to figure that out, because she had to trespass on the private property to racially profile my brother. He then identifies the woman, but it appears she scrubbed her LinkedIn. My brother's wife called the police at 9:09 p.m. to get an officer on site to report the harassment. They didn't arrive until 10:53 p.m. We already saw this movie in 2020 when it premiered in Central Park. No one asked for the 2022 reboot tonight in Victoria Park, but Lisa Smith is leading the way this time. After roughly 5 days, Change Healthcare put out a statement on their Twitter saying they're aware. One of our core values is include all. We value diversity, inclusion, and a discrimination-free workplace. Consistent with these values and policies, this individual is no longer with Change Healthcare. Miller's friend followed up on the original tweet, writing, "I'm appalled that this company is in the healthcare industry at all, let alone calling themselves Change Healthcare. That was the worst professional call I've ever heard. Felt like talking to a brick."